I'm in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Phnom Penh being the capital, population about 1.5 million. And it's been the capital of Cambodia since the French colonized it. So tourism is quite important from Cambodia. The World Travel and Tourism Council estimates that tourism makes up 17.5% of GDP. That was in 2009. And it accounts for 13.7% of employment. On this trip, I've asked my tuk-tuk driver to take me outside the city centre, across the Cambodian-Japanese Friendship Bridge, across to a peninsula called Chroy Changva, to look at a few things there. So I'm going to look at 3 different things. I go past first the current royal palace, but I want to look at where the old capital was and its temples there. Then I have a look at the Mekong and a nearby monkey temple. And lastly, I have a chat with my tuk-tuk driver. His name is Kun. And I ask him the benefits of tourism. How much do you think he might earn by being a tuk-tuk driver? But before any sightseeing, I better stop off for a bit of barbecued frog. Just outside of Phnom Penh, about 10 minutes in a tuk-tuk to the site of the former capital. Behind me is a relatively new temple, about 45 years old. Inside it's very beautiful. It has very colourful pictures of the Buddha's story. This was the previous capital. It's at the junction of 4 rivers. So King chose this because it was a strategic place to put the capital. Unfortunately, it was moved because 1, it was subject to quite a lot of flooding, and 2, there was no room to expand the capital. Behind me, this is the royal palace. The old palace is about 700 years old, made of wood. It survived all this time, and it was where the king would meet the people. His residence quarters was in a smaller place over my shoulders there. So here's where the 4 rivers meet, including the Mekong. I talk a little bit more about the Mekong in another video when I'm in Vientiane in Laos. Check that out. And there is residence, the royal residence. So this is where the former king, when this was the former capital, this is where he resided. In behind these trees. There you go. Behind me is the meeting point of the 4 rivers, so a very important geographical location. It's one of the reasons why Phnom Penh is where it is. The river going up this way goes to Siem Reap in Cambodia, and the rivers going down go further down into Vietnam, and then the rivers this side go up towards Laos. And also on the other bank, you can just make out what's so-called the floating village, essentially fishermen living makeshift housing and movable housing. And the name of this place is Chok Tumun, and that was the name of the old capital, named after one of the rivers, Chok Tumun River. And so the name of this place is Chaktomuk City, yes, which moved then the capital to Phnom Penh. The intricate inlay and reliefs on these temples are just incredible. I mentioned earlier telling the story of Buddha. So checking out the Wats or temples in Phnom Penh is interesting. Just down the road from the old palace is this monkey temple, temple with loads of monkeys. Behind me, this tree is about 450 years old, but this whole area becoming exclusive. Before, It was really a place for fisher people. The river's not too far away, the Mekong. But now there's a lot of upscale houses and a lot of construction, and it's quite an exclusive neighborhood. These cows are just taking a rest before they visit the monkey temple. Lots of different pagodas and different gods. In searching for these monkeys, they're a little bit elusive. I haven't been able to spy one as yet. Come out, wherever you are. Okay, so there's not that many monkeys around. Okay, so monkey temple, there's not too many monkeys around. I see one, but that's or two monkeys. But that's okay because I've seen the movie Planet of the Apes, and I know that doesn't end well for the humans. But this one's enjoying a cracker, or they're both having lunch. And I've made some new friends. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm here with Kun. He's my tuk-tuk driver, and I just asked him some questions about his work in relation to tourism. So Kun, thanks for having this short talk. How many kids do you have?
Yeah, so it's I am Mr. Kun. I'm Kun, and I have like 4 kids and 3 boys and 1 daughter.
All right, great. And how did you learn English?
Before I come to be like a tuk-tuk drivers, and I live in the countryside with a mom, and I learned from the monk. It's in the countryside, at the pagoda in the countryside.
All right.
Yeah.
Behind me we can see Phnom Penh, and there's lots of construction. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, before, like if I compare with more than 10 years ago and now, as Phnom Penh is changing a lot of the construction, and so many investment from overseas to invest in Cambodia, and most of the investment is like from China and Korea and Vietnam also.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about tourism?
Oh yes, okay. It's like about the developing quickly. And the tourism, many tourism more than and compared with 10 years ago and now is many tourists come to Cambodia.
Right. And what are the benefits for you personally for tourism?
It's for me, it's for benefit. I think is compare about work with the government and compare with the for private. The tuk-tuk is even it's very hard, but it's good. It's better for me to provide for my son's school.
All right. Any negative things about it?
It's sometimes it's very hard also.
Right.
Sometimes it's no problem.
Yeah. And where are the tourists mostly from that you take around?
It's normally I stand by in on the riverfront Sitwat Korea, so especially it's near the river. It's a very good place for me to earn.
Where do they mostly come from, the tourists?
Most
Which
come
countries?
from it's depend on the month, because from Australia, American, and England, but some from Europe.
All right.
Yeah, just.
I mean, just on average, if you can share, how many US dollars maybe would you get in a week?
For this time, it's a low season, so it's the average I can earn one day at least $20. Some I can get $30 per day. Yes.
Right. In the low season?
Yes, it's low season.
And high season?
And the high season is average at least $40 or $45 per day.
Okay.
That's right.
And the tuk-tuk, is it your tuk-tuk or you rent it?
This is for me. Right?
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
So how did you save up to?
Before I 5 years ago, and is it from the company, but I save the money, and then after that, when I have enough money, I can buy for myself.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
Great. Well, I've really enjoyed my tuk-tuk ride, Kun. So thank you for speaking to me.
Yes, welcome.
Kun.
Oh, good. Thank you.